Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is David Brooks, the Cadillac Counselor, just coming at you to tell you a little piece of my mind. And today, I'm just, man, there's a lot going on. But I'm going to tell you this, it's more than just a Colorado situation that's happening in America. Before I get into that, make sure that you subscribe, comment, and if you love the content, please hit the like button. All right. So let's get into this and let's talk about some real situations. So now everybody's talking about, Colorado this, Colorado that, but let's keep it real, people. This has been going on for the last 7 days. There's been shootings everywhere. When I say everywhere, I'm not talking about just in Georgia, and I'm not talking about just in Colorado. This has been going on. So let me give you a rundown of what's going on. I got it on the screen in the back. So here it goes. In Atlanta on March 16th, 8 people got killed. In Stockton, California on March 17th, 5 people got shot at a vigil. In Oregon, March 18th, 4 victims were hospitalized due to a shooting in Portland. In Houston, on March 20th, 5 people got shot out inside of a club, and people were running away from that. In Dallas, March 20th, 8 people were shot to an unknown shooter. In Philadelphia, March 20th, 1 person was killed, another 5 people were shot at a party that was illegal, 150 people at the party. And now, Boulder, Colorado, on March 22nd, 10 people were killed. So let's talk about this. Is it a gun issue or is it a mass shooting issue? Well, I think people are just cooped up, been in the house way too long, isolated. They're getting out and they don't know how to act. All of their energy is turning into just straight up craziness. Now, don't get me wrong. These people probably have been crazy before, but that's just the way it is right now. The next topic that I want to talk to you about is the shooter. Now, a lot of people, we don't know a lot of information, but there's an affidavit about what happened. He got no bond. It had the warrant for his arrest of 10 first-degree murders, all of that. Now, listen to me, people. Something's going on in this situation. This man then murdered 10 people, and when they go to arrest him, he strips down all of his clothes except his shorts before getting arrested. When he gets taken in, they ask him some question. All he does is say, "I just want to talk to my mother." Other than that, he gave no type of information, no conversation, people. So I don't want to take too much time on this killer because I think that's the problem nowadays is that these killers are getting way too much publicity. They need to stop getting publicity, just like they did in California when they stopped letting gangs get publicity on television and in newspaper print. We got to stop putting these people on blast. So you know what? I'm done talking about him. But who I do want to talk about is Mr. Eric Talley. Now, this man here, I'm going to tell you this. He didn't even need to be a police officer. He had a full-time job doing something else, but then he decided to take a pay cut and go into the police department. Now, people keep talking about defund the police. Now, you got to understand, this guy here, he has done some miraculous things. And when I say miraculous, I just want you to understand what this guy is about. So he's been with the force since 2010, like I said before. And in 2016, they had a report where a mother wrote and she says, "Our son suffers from mental health and physical development issues. He was combative when Officer Talley arrived. Officer Talley acted calmly and professionally and helped keep our son safe, despite our son's aggressive behavior." Now, I'm going to tell you this. This guy here is a true man of the police department. He knows what his job is. He took the job not for some insecurities, not for some, I want to put the badge on. I think this guy took the pay cut and really serve our community. And this is a tough loss. Like this guy here, I think he was a pillar in his community, did a lot for the people in his neighborhood. And anything that I've read about this guy is he was nothing but an upstandable man. So for me, this guy should get most of the credit. Now, those other 10 people that passed away, they should get more publicity than this killer. All right. And that's just my opinion. You guys say what you want to say, but I don't really care about these killers like that. My next topic is going to be about Kim Janey. Now, Kim Janey, I just found out historically, she is the first black person, first woman to become a Boston mayor. Now, when I heard this, I almost fell out my chair because I'm going to tell you this. I've been to Boston and I see some of the things going on with black people out there. Now, I'm not saying all black people are like this. When I went there, I saw people doing street performances downtown. They were making fun of themselves. I mean, when you look at some of the topics that have happened coming out of Boston, I know that there's a lot of racism there. And for her, I'm glad that she is the mayor. But the thing about me is you need to do something for them people out there. If you are not the acting, you are the doing mayor. Well, listen, you better do something. You got me? Mayor Walsh resigned as of Monday night, and Miss Janey took over his position. He is now the new labor secretary for President Biden. And my last topic is Facebook. I'm so tired of Facebook, man. Facebook has edited my stuff, take my stuff off. I mean, YouTube has challenged a lot of my stuff. I'm just getting tired of social media getting to the point where they think they're the government. And then now the government is looking at these people like they should be controlling people in the way that they talk. I'm tired of this canceling type stuff. We got to really do better. It even was said that they feel that Facebook was a primary responsibility for the tension and the issues that were in America. If they would have just started a year earlier, censoring people's information that they receive, then this would have never happened. And this is my issue with this. Listen, people can say whatever they want to say. I remember they had far-fetched stuff. I mean, they had UFOs. I mean, they had monkey children. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff. But are we going to tell people they can't say something just because we feel it's false? You read it. If you don't fact check it, then that's your fault. There's a lot of information out there that's false. And I mean, Wikipedia is sometimes false, but we still read Wikipedia. So what, we gonna cancel Wikipedia because some of the information is false? No, you read it, you cross-reference it, and you move on. And I'm just tired of Facebook getting the scapegoat because at the end of the day, let these people talk, man. They said they looked at 100 different pages to look at what could have been censored earlier. Listen, they didn't go into groups. I mean, you got QAnon, you got all these other groups that's been moving, and ain't nothing been said until it got crazy. So let's not even point fingers. Let's not point fingers. Let's just call a spade a spade. People are talking. False information's out there, but that's one thing I like about Uncut News is that I'm going to give it to you straight and straight from where I see it. I read everything, try to make a good judgment on everything that I talk about, and that's what you get from me. All right. So take it easy. Always good to see you. Love you. It's David Brooks, the Cadillac Counselor. Bye.